I'm Victoria Jane and I'm here at the GigPig HQ. This is from the studio and I'm sat with the beautiful Rosie Charles.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm loving how your lipstick is just matching your whole outfit and your vibe going on today.
Oh, thank you.
So talk to me and talk to everyone about yourself and how you kind of discover music, how you got started in music.
So I'm Rosie and I make jazz, soul, R&B music. And I first discovered music, well, I've been singing since I was really little, but I properly decided that I love music when I started playing guitar. I was about 14, and then I got into jazz chords and jazz, and that's when I fell in love with it.
I love that. I feel like, obviously, you just touched on the fact that you started around 14, which is such a young age. And I think when you hear your music, you can tell that you've had that experience.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, it sounds quite refined, but it also you've grown in definitely a lot of ways since you started out. What have been some of the key experiences you've had as an artist?
Oh, that's a good question. I won a competition a few years ago to record my original music at Abbey Road.
That was good. I was going to ask you about that. That
was amazing.
Insane thing.
Yeah, it was incredible. And then I worked with this producer called Hannah V. She's insane and she's a female producer. So, it was a really incredible experience for me. And I learned invaluable things there. I was there for 4 days and it was amazing. And I had lunch with Noel Gallagher whilst I was there.
That's insane. What did you even say to him?
Well, he was in front of me in the queue for the lunch hall and I was like, oh, I'm such a big fan, I love your lyrics and everything. And then I said, do you mind if I have lunch with you? And he said, no, come. Oh. So he introduced me to his table and was like, Rosie won a competition to be here. And then he was like, oh, what are you recording? And I told him that I made this song about this guy I saw at the bus stop that was really fit. And he was like, everyone get up, we're going to go listen to it. And
my God, no way.
Came and listened to it. And then he actually liked it so much, he gave me free tickets to his concert.
Oh my God, that is insane.
It was amazing.
Big up to you. That is
it was so
real
good.
Story, that. That's definitely, it must have been a highlight. How was it even, that process of the competition, the Abbey Road recordings and making that song?
How do I win?
What actually happened in it?
So I got there and, previously, before I'd got there, I'd had a Zoom meeting with Hannah and discussed that I had this song that I tried to produce a few times by myself that I'd written when I was 16 and it hadn't quite worked. And I played her the song and she really liked it, liked the idea, and I got my band to come down to London as well and record at Abbey Road, and she mixed it and we sat together in the studio the next day and finished mixing it, and it was mastered at Abbey Road. It was amazing.
That's insane. That's such a big story.
It was so good.
What do you want your listeners and just people to get when they hear your music and hear Rosie?
I think I just want them to hear my stories. I write about myself. I write about my own stories. So I think it would be cool if they could relate to it in their own way. Yeah, I think I can't ask any more than people to listen to it, really, and hopefully enjoy it.
And obviously, you've been down to London for that, for example, and probably for a lot of other things. How have you found being an artist outside of London when there's so many opportunities, more so down there?
I love Manchester. My heart is in Manchester. Manchester's amazing. And I think, I might not have even been doing music if I didn't go to university in Manchester, because I didn't start taking music seriously until second year of uni. I was just writing and, in second year, I met a girl and she was like, just put it out. So I was like, I don't know how. And then I watched loads of YouTube videos on it and realised that, you can go on DistroKid and release anything.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and that's what I've been doing since.
And how do you think the Manchester music scene has influenced you as an artist?
So much. You've influenced me as an artist.
Thanks,
I think there's a lot of soul, neo-soul, R&B vibes. Obviously, Akami's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's nice to just hang out with like-minded people, and it's cool to collaborate with everyone as well.
And I feel like your music is so, how do I say, raw in a way. You said that you write music about yourself, and I feel like you can tell that because you easily connect to your music.
Thank you.
But who are some of your influences artist-wise, and who are some people that you really want to work with, like dream collabs?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So I'm really influenced by Amy Winehouse, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, watching all her interviews, studying all the jazz influences she said she loved, and then I'd go to the record store and buy all those records because I collected records. I still collect records.
Yeah.
And then I would listen to them, and that's how I really got into jazz. But some other artists, Ray, I saw her at the Royal Albert Hall the other day. That was amazing.
Oh, how was that? That looked so good.
Oh, she was so good. And I performed there the day after.
I know, you performed at the Albert Hall. That is an
Yeah.
insane accomplishment.
You should check it out. It's really cool. It's like the jazz night. So
That's so cool.
you could probably do
I
a
never
night
knew
there as
that
well.
even existed. Like,
Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's like their smaller venue in the Royal Albert Hall, and
so cool.
it was a great vibe. It was probably the best night of my life, actually.
Oh, really?
It was a really good vibe.
Wow, that's a big thing to say. Like,
It was my favourite gig. I loved it so much. It was so good, and the room, the vibes were so good, and I'd been preparing for a long time. I'd made my set list. The set list was long. It was like an hour and a half.
oh, wow.
And I'd worked so hard on it. I was training every day my vocals, trying to get my riffs clean, and it paid off. It was really good.
And you've done so many gigs, like you've performed at places like Wireless. Like,
Yeah.
How,
That was good.
in fact, what is your favourite, except from the Albert Hall, what's your favourite gig or festival experience?
Oh, I played El Dorado
Okay.
a few years ago, and that was so much fun. It's a great festival, honestly. Have you been?
No. I'm
Oh,
not
you've got to go. It's so good. I loved it there. And the vibe there, the music there, also discovered so much good music. I also went to Cross the Tracks. You went to Cross the Tracks this year?
No, I didn't. I couldn't afford to go.
No.
I know, which is crazy.
I won tickets in the NHS
Oh,
ballot.
no way. Oh, no way. That's so good. That's amazing.
Yeah, it
That's
was
so
good. And but yeah, the music there I was going to say is great. I'd love to play there. You're playing there.
I know, I'm playing there.
That's
next
so
year.
exciting.
I know.
That's such a good festival
I
to
know,
play.
it's a full circle moment for me.
I'm definitely going to go again, so hopefully I'll catch you.
Yeah, that would be so cool. That would be such a wholesome moment to see there.
Definitely.
A question that I love to ask everyone is, what's one thing that you can't live without being on your rider?
Right now, my rider is like water.
What is a great thing to have?
A good thing to have on your rider is, other than like the classic hummus and like
Oh,
vegetables,
hummus on the rider.
obviously honey.
Yeah.
Got to have honey and like guzzle that down. It's good.
Okay, honey. And so what's coming up for you next year, or what's coming up on horizon for Rosie?
Right now, I'm just writing. I'm trying to finish my degree.
I know, how is it juggling that, actually?
It's tough. It is difficult, but I love helping people, and I think I can do both until hopefully one of them takes over the other one, and I know which one I want that to be. So.
Oh, I'm sure you got it all together.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us on the sofa. Make sure to check out Rosie's live session.